we walking that 40 miles, and we rode right on out, and when you got to the end of Royal Street, there was what they called a Chester Levee across Porcupine River bottom. About 2 miles of swamp and a little muddy river ran down through it. And they had a levee that had been built up there by slaves. But it had black top on it. The first place I saw was town I'd ever seen, and then 2 or 3 miles of hard surface road on that levee. And we drove out there and drove in the yard of a man named Kelly, lived on Connie Chester's farm, and he had tuberculosis, and we didn't know it. My papa didn't know it, but he was supposed to have it vacated the first year, and we moved in it. Well, they had a hired hand's house there in the yard, and it was empty, but it wasn't but a shack. And Mr. Kelly's daughter, Mel, she had a hot supper for us. Really, it was self-rising flour, biscuits made out of self-rising flour. That's the first we'd ever seen. We lived there for 6 years then. Learned to love it. But we moved in that shack, and we stayed there, and it was about February. Benton went over to the cotton mill, got a job. And wasn't very long till the blacksmith moved out of half of his house, and we moved in it, and Papa went to work. Raining every day near the end. Our bottom, what we were supposed to farm was in the river bottom. And by March, Conway was in the cotton mills, and we had moved into town. And Charles' birthday, June the 20th, I went to work. And we had a good time out with wood or coal burning fireplace. And the company had a wood yard and a coal yard. And all you had to do is go out to Albany and tell them you need, and they had wood or coal. And each house, each 2 houses had a hydrant, frost-proof hydrant, out in the yard. Now we felt that was pretty good after some places we had lived, good water. But the thing about it, we had a group picture made in 1919, and one with all the boys, and one with the old family. And I wrote a little on the back of one of them because it just seemed so amazing to me that in July the 4th, 1919, we'd been there about 6 years. None of us thought about ever leaving Bemis. We had no reason. That was engaged to be married to a girl, and everybody was happy. But by Christmas, at least by the end of the year, the 3 older boys were back in Texas, which off on oil fields, although I still there.
How old were you when you were in Bemis there?
I was 11 when we went there, and I was 17 when I left.
When was excuse me, John.
Go ahead.
When was Aunt Catherine born? Where were you?
Bemis in 1950.
When you lived there at Bemis, you were 17 years old.
When I left.
When you left. I mean, just 15, 16 years old. Y'all ever help the revenuers run down the bootleggers on the train?
Well, Claude was a Tennessee state policeman. After National Guard, he'd got framed down at the house where he was a Tennessee state policeman.
Yeah, well, what I heard about the family when they lived there is you got a hold of some of these old Panama suits, and you go on the train and find out if these guys are quiet now, they're being recorded. They go on the train when it stopped, and they kicked the suitcases, and if the bottles rattled, they just threw the suitcase off the train. They knew the bootlegger was not going to get up and claim his luggage, if it had whiskey in it. Is that true, Paul? That's exactly true.
It's exactly true, except you hated to break it. And the first thing you did, it was 3 miles, the train came uphill and very slowly. passenger train, and you could almost tell the bootlegger that got on up at Fulton, Kentucky, it was wet state. Tennessee was dry. But if he took and set a suitcase off that cell, and you go in there and pick it up and say, who's this suitcase belong to? Nobody would claim it.